Good morning and welcome to today's vlog. It is a very chilly day here in Texas, and I am deciding that I'm just going to take advantage of having a day off and do crafty things for today. I'm listening to A Court of Silver Flames. I'm on chapter 8. And I'm liking it so far. I know that a lot of people are not Nesta fans, and that's totally fine, but I kind of am. I like flawed main characters a lot, and I like Cassian too. So I'm going to listen to that. Possibly, well, I guess I was going to say on Spotify, but no, that doesn't make any sense. I have it on Audible. I'm going to get my headphones, listen to that, and then I am going to play the new Hello Kitty game, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I think is what it's called. I thought that I might want it, and my husband surprised me with just going ahead and downloading it. So I'm going to play that while I listen, and we'll see what else we get up to today. Hi, Ronnie. Okay, hopefully you can see me. The camera is very far away from me across the room, but I am sat here today in my little, I want to call it a fort, but it's not a fort. It's just a couch with my actual pillow for my bed and a comforter and my dogs. So I've got my Switch here and some headphones and my phone. I need to stay off of my phone as much as possible when it comes to like social media and stuff. It's been a rough year so far, not just in the world, but also a little bit of in my personal life. I will say being in your late 30s and having all that real life stuff finally hit is hitting me literally. So, yeah, let's get to playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, right? I will learn what its name is at some point. I was a big Animal Crossing fan. And so that is why my husband decided to get me this. I also remember going to Sanrio stores as a kid a lot. Like in the mall, I would always have to go to that store, and I would usually just get something like small every time, but I had to go every time. Like it was a routine. I was such a like Hello Kitty character fan. My favorite was the frog one. I also liked the duck because he played volleyball, and that was like my whole family played volleyball. It's how my parents met. My sister played volleyball. I played volleyball. Yeah, it was our family thing. So, Pepper, you gonna lay down? She loves like being under the covers, and lately she like insists on sleeping between my legs, but like at the like foot part of my legs, like towards my ankles, and then laying horizontally. So you can't win because she's just adorable, and I'm not going to tell her now. So anyways, if you see her moving around, just know that that's what's happening. Okay, I'm done rambling. Let's play some Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, so I watched Lottie's video the other day where she started playing this, and she had such a good point with this airplane scene. So if you're unfamiliar with the game at all, which I pretty much am, I just know that it's supposed to be similar to Animal Crossing and I think Stardew Valley, which I've never played. But in the beginning of the game, to like get to the island, you're on a plane, and the plane crashes. And I'm not saying that like it's Sanrio's fault or Nintendo's fault or anything, but really terrible timing. Like, yeah, hopefully this part is really short because this is horrific. So let's continue. Wow, so Hello Kitty's telling me that we're arriving soon and asking if I want to freshen up a bit, which seems kind of insulting. Like, I don't know how long I've been on this plane. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 16 hours. Like, girl, give me some grace. Okay, what kind of character do I want to be? Dogs are my favorite animal, obviously. We've got Ronnie over here and then Pepper right here. But, I mean, I don't want to be a cat. I'm not a cat person. I'm also not really a bird person. The little ram guy looks so cute. So he's a contender. Or she, I guess, since it's technically me. Okay, so I have decided that I'm going to go to a new bookstore that just opened up in the Austin-ish area. It's like 25 minutes from my house. So, getting my shoes. It's a romance bookstore, which I'm so excited. Austin didn't have one before this, so I have big fuzzy socks on. I'm gonna keep them on. Just shove my feet in these shoes because it is so cold in my house. I have no idea what it's gonna be like outside, but it's freezing in my house. Texas only gets cold like 10-15 days out of the year, but when it is this cold, I freaking can't handle it. So I am telling myself I'll only get one book. We'll see. I really don't need too many physical books, but I love supporting local businesses, and like I said, I'm really excited about this being Austin's first ever romance bookstore. So let's get in the car. I'm probably gonna need a coat. It's just, I hate being cold. I hate being cold so much. And I'm in a sweatshirt, but it is like paper thin. This is something that used to be my dad's, gosh, like at least 30 years ago he bought this. So Denver Broncos, gotta rep where I grew up. Pepper's sad that I'm leaving. I'll be back soon, hopefully. I'll definitely be back. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Okay, so I spent like an hour in there. It's called Flutter Romance Bookstore. It's in Lakeway, Texas, if you've ever been here. I got a Kindle case for my Kindle, a cute little sticker, and then I also got a mystery book that's Friends to Lovers, which I love Friends to Lovers. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on home and we will check out everything that I got. Okay, I am back from the bookstore, so I'm going to show you a couple things that I got. So again, it was called Flutter Romance Bookstore. It's in Lakeway, Texas, which is about 25 minutes from where I live. So I got, well, let me show you the stuff I shoved in here really quickly. I don't need my receipt. I'll put that away. I needed a new eye cream and a new day cream. So I got the Murad Essential C Firming Radiance Day Cream here. And then the also from Murad Vita C Eyes Dark Circle Corrector, because that is the one thing about my face that makes me self-conscious is dark circles. So I keep jostling my desk around like crazy. So I'm very excited about what I got. I wanted a cutesy Kindle case, so hopefully I like this one. So I got this one here. It's got little heart-shaped sunglasses, number 7 die, disco ball. I thought it was really cute. They had another one that I really liked as well, but it only came in a different size than the Kindle that I have. So we went with this one. And then lastly, for the first time ever, I got a blind date with a book. So we've got this one here. It is a contemporary romance, small town, friends to lovers, and it came with some annotating stuff and some stickers. I'm very excited about that. And I said that was last. That's not last. Hang on one second. So first of all, can we talk about, this is just a bag for stickers. Look at how cute this is. This is insane. They did not have to go that hard on the cuteness, but they did. So to make myself feel better about the state of the world, sometimes I buy stickers and sometimes they have to do with the state of the world. So I got this one. It says decompose the patriarchy and I freaking love it. It's so cute. My husband bought me this Bluetooth speaker and he didn't ask what color I wanted. I didn't even know that he was getting it for me. So he bought just plain black. And I was like, oh, dang, I kind of would have liked to see what colors they had. And he's like, just put stickers on it. Like, you're buying all these stickers, just put stickers on it. So this one is a little too big, I think. But I do have some stickers just right over here that I'll be putting on it. So this one will go somewhere. But I love it. I just thought it was so, it's like gross cute, you know? So that's what I got. We'll clip this onto myself and we'll open my blind date with a book. So it's so pretty. So first of all, on the front here, rose metal bookmark. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? I didn't look at like the little things that they came with. I just chose the book that I wanted the most or thought I would like the most. It says I love you forever. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then we have a little annotation marker, which I assume is blue or purple. It is. And then a couple stickers. So let's just get everything out first. Okay, so we also have some annotation tabs. I have never annotated a book before, but I think that this year I'm going to do some rereads of some of my favorite books from last year, and I'm going to annotate. I like the variety of colors here. It's, you know, they're a little warm, but they're pastels. Good range of colors, so I'm happy about that. So then I've got some stickers. So this one, I read books that inspire me, literally and clitorally. Don't even know if I can say that online, but there we go. That's hilarious. And then Obsession Approved, cute. And this one's kind of long. Slay, girl, slay. So adorable. I think that I'm excited for the tabs. I'm also really excited about this bookmark. So it's gonna be a good day. And then a little reading log, which is cute. Maybe I'll put this in my book journal. It's a little bit too long. My book journal ends like here. It's pretty short, so I might have to cut it, but I like the idea of this. Or even if it's not in my book journal, just kind of, I can display it. Maybe frame it. That would be cool for the, you know, the year. Okay, let's open our book. So again, just to remind you, it's a contemporary romance, small town, friends to lovers. I'm really hoping I don't already have whatever this book is. Odds are I don't. But I'm excited. It's pretty heavy, which, like, I love a floppy book, but also I'll insert some footage of the actual store itself. I may have already done that, but they had all sorts of different sections in there. They had like romantasy, contemporary romance, some spicy stuff. And I said to myself, one book, only one book. There were so many books I wanted to buy. I even had some in my little basket, but I was like, you know what? I'd rather have a surprise. So let's open this up. Also, like, whoever started this as an idea is a literal genius. Literal. Okay. I'm gonna have to rip it. I've got some, yeah, we've ripped it. We've got some really sticky tape there. Okay, so first of all, I can tell you whatever this is, I wouldn't have picked it up just based on the cover because it has a human on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that doesn't mean anything. Don't judge books by their covers. Okay. I would never, just based on the cover, I'm sure it's a great book, would never have picked this up. Okay. So it is called The Gritty Truth. It also says The Whiskey, so I wonder if it's a series, but it's by Melissa Foster. Scandalous cover. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Recovering drug addict Quincy Grit has fought his demons. He's confessed to crimes and conquered his addictions. He's finally ready to go after sweet, sexy Ronnie. So this is spicy, I assume. I mean, you'd have to assume by the cover, right? But it says, a fun, sexy, emotionally riveting new standalone romance by New York Times bestselling author Melissa Foster. So cool. I will not be reading this in public ever. I was hoping that, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm going on a trip later this year. Maybe I can get like a cute little romance. And it might be cute, but I'm not gonna, nothing wrong with real people on the covers. But I'm not gonna have a shirtless man in my hands at an airport. So, okay. So I'm going to slip my new Kindle cover on my Kindle. Also, this little sticker on here, I'm booked and busy, is so cute. Like, I hate to rip that too, but oh, maybe I don't have to. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put it though. Did pretty good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll put this on the speaker. So this will be our first speaker sticker. There's a little bit of the paper on there. Yeah, it's too big for that. Okay. Let's kind of tilt it. Beautiful. We have our first sticker for our speaker. So this is the Kindle case fully unwrapped. It's from Paperback Fable Co., it looks like. Oh, yes. I didn't know if it had like a strap or a stand or anything. And we've got a strap on the inside. So very excited because I love reading on my Kindle. Like I've found that that is right now my favorite form of reading. Like holding a physical book just seems like such a chore, which is silly, but it does. So I'm excited about this. I need to go downstairs. I think my Kindle's down there. While I'm down there, I'm going to make a little bit of lunch. And then in a little bit, I'll update you guys on the 3 books that I'm currently reading like a mad woman. But oh well, here we are. I still just know that I'm going to have to read this book that I got when my husband's not home. Because, listen, he knows that I have read some smutty things and like he doesn't have any issue with it. But again, if this were like a cute cartoon cover, no one would care. Also, really hot take on this man in particular. And I think that when I've talked to people in real life, they kind of think I'm crazy for this statement, but I know that some book girlies agree. I don't trust a blonde man. This seems to be a blonde man. So, not ideal. But I'm sure that this is a lovely book and he's a lovely male main character. But yeah. Oh, cute. On the inside. So I'm not familiar with this author. Let me know if you read anything from Melissa Foster. But it's got a little, I love her already. She has a Boston Terrier. So there's little pictures of her with her Boston. It's black and white photos, but it almost looks like maybe a brown Boston. Who knows? I don't care. I love all dogs. But it says happy reading Melissa Foster. That is so cute. And she's holding Book Lovers, which is one of my favorite books that I've read this year. So I'm going to have to look these up and see maybe, maybe there's like other covers. Like maybe this is the indie cover. Listen, it's a half naked man. It is what it is. So I'm gonna put this on my TBR cart. And yeah, hopefully we can start this soon. Like, I honestly have been in the mood for just like something, like, not something smutty necessarily. And again, I have no idea if this is. I just assume based on the half naked man on the front. But something like lighthearted. Now this does say the gritty truth, so I'm probably in denial thinking that this could be lighthearted, but regardless, we are going to read that, and we're going to read that soon. I'm going to get through physical TBR this year by May. I'll tell you why in a little bit, but anyways, I'm starving. I'm going to go make a little bit of lunch. I'm going to have some leftovers. I made a lemon ricotta pasta. I'm going to have that with some sourdough because I'm a carb gal. And then I think I'm going to make some kind of veggie also, most likely carbs. I have some Brussels sprouts that I need to make, but I think I'm too hungry to wait for those in the oven. So I'll probably just make something fast. So anyways, I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm all done eating and I'm going to chat with you guys about the 3 books that I'm currently in the middle of. So usually I've got an audiobook and then a physical / Kindle book going, but my husband and I are both going to read a book. I don't know that we're going to get through it in the month of February. And the reason I say that is he's not like a huge reader. He used to be, but it's more to like get him back into reading, I guess. So we're reading like 1 to 2 chapters a day and then talking about it at the end of the day together. So let's start with that book because it's probably the one that um, I'm enjoying the least. So it is Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy, and this is the same author that wrote a book. Oh gosh, what is the movie called? No Country for Old Men, I think, is what the movie is called. Which, if you've seen that movie, you understand the vibes of this book a little bit. This is set in the 1850s and it's following a young man named the Kid. I don't know if we ever get his name, but he's 19. Although on the back here it says that he's 14. So this book has a lot of it's difficult to read. I don't know how else to put it. It skips around quite a lot. Like you'll get almost like a paragraph, and then the next paragraph is like a different day. Or something else that's not related to the paragraph before. So it's like instead of there's chapters too, but like it's like tiny little stories within each chapter. And it's like gruesome. It's really gruesome. I'm on, let's see, chapter 4. Forgot my Roman numerals for a second. I'm on chapter 4, and there's lots of fighting. There's language that no one should be saying anymore. Now, granted, this is from 1850, not the book itself, but that's the setting that it's in. So people did talk like this. That's the other thing, is it's written like people talk. And what I mean by that is it's written in slang almost. So in this time, not everyone spoke eloquently, and that is exactly how it's written. So it's frustrating for me because I personally get taken out of the story because my mind likes to correct that. Like if I see a typo in a book, I have a hang up about it. Not because like I don't spiral about it, like how could anyone let this happen? Like I know that some people get really upset about that, and yes, it should be checked by several people before it goes to print, but stuff like that doesn't bother me that much. But incorrect English really bothers me. I don't know. There's like certain words that really irritate me too. It's all started when I was a kid. My grandma is from Oklahoma, and she says things like, instead of wash your clothes, she says wash, and window instead of window, and Colorado instead of Colorado. And I always used to correct her when I was a little kid, and it was like this like fun little thing that we would do, because I know for a fact now as an adult that she knew that it annoyed me and did it anyways, like intentionally. But she's my favorite person. It was just like this cute little banter thing that we used to do. But anyways, so that's how this book is for me. If anyone's ever read it, let me know, like if it's worth it. My husband got it because he had read that the villain of this story is like one of the best villains in any book ever. And so he ordered it. It actually got delivered to our neighbor's house by accident. So he reordered it because he didn't know that it was just at our neighbor's house. It showed up and it wasn't at our house. So he reordered it. which is why we now have two copies and we are both reading it. So, I will probably read another chapter of this today. I don't know if he's read any yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days. So I chose to read more lighthearted things, which I will now get into. But beautiful cover. Love it. I'm going to be traumatized. I'm going to be traumatized by this. And I can see this being like a decently rated book for me, only because the story is fascinating. I can just tell you that if this is how all of his books are written, no thank you. And I didn't even really like New Country for Old Men. I think I'm saying that correctly. Anyways, so now let's talk about the book that I'm reading on Kindle. So I've got Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This book I have started probably 3 times. And the reason is I don't like our male main character. Not yet, anyways. He seems mean for the sake of being mean. Things like, that he had this huge life experience that really rattled him happen recently, and he's kind of like taking care of his whole family, and like he has reasons to be irritated with life, but he's really irritated with our female main character, and yet also wants to be all over her physically. So like they didn't have a meet cute, they had a meet ick, to be honest. For me, I don't like when a man is mean to a stranger. I don't know. It's, to my knowledge, this is Elsie Silver's first book that she wrote. And I love Wild Love and Wild Eyes. I pre-ordered, no wait. Yeah, Wild Love and Wild Eyes. Sorry, I had to look at my bookshelf. I pre-ordered, what's the new one called? It's coming out in a few days. I'm excited to get it. Let's see. Wild Side. I pre-ordered Wild Side, and then I saw that she announced that the 4th and final book in that series is also coming out this year, so I'm really excited about that. But this book, I don't know. I'm liking it more and more. So we're following Vaughn and Billy. Billy is a horse trainer. She's like world renowned. She's incredible. Vaughn is grumpy. There's more to it than that, and maybe I'll end up loving Vaughn, but Billy's hilarious. She's sassy. I love a sassy female in life and in books. So got this. It's not going to be my favorite book, I don't think, because he's just like, unless there's just this crazy transformation in him, like fairly soon. I don't know. Let me see. I'm on chapter 10. So I'm 27% of the way done, and I still, the way that he thinks about her is so middle school boy. Like, I can't. I'm gonna finish it. Like, I love Elsie Silver's writing. I love the like small town romance. I love the relationship between Billy and the horse so far. He's just not gonna be my favorite. That just is what it is. So then let's go to the audiobook that I have. I mentioned this earlier today, but I am reading A Court of Silver Flames. I am, let's see, on chapter 13, I think. So I've got a ways to go for sure, but I am a Nesta girl. It's nothing against Feyre or anyone who likes Feyre, because listen, I get it. Like, I liked her more and more as the series went on, but the first book, I was so irritated by that book. I will say, I'm trying to like phrase this in a way that isn't going to piss people off because I know it's such a beloved series. But the first book really, I don't want to spoil anything. But I didn't think that Feyre almost like earned the ending that happened. I don't know. Like I said, she becomes so likable. She's so far in this book, she's really likable as well. So I'm hoping that I will see her for who she is now and ignore the crazy choices that she made in A Court of Thorns and Roses. But Nesta. So from what I understand, you either love or hate Nesta. I have some people in my life who can't stand Nesta, and in fact don't like this book because of it. And I have told them, like, I kind of think I'm gonna like her because I like, it's so funny, I just said that I didn't like how Vaughn was kind of mean for no reason, but I feel like Nesta has a reason. Like, oh, I love her, and I love Cassian. So sorry, I think this is gonna be my favorite out of the whole series. I don't want to spoil anything. I love her. I just do. So I'm gonna switch out my Kindle case. So again, I got this one today. I'm so happy that it has a little strap. Also, the like band, the label band was in the way. And I said at the store, I was like, oh gosh, I kind of like a different one more. But like this has the 13. I know that's like a Taylor Swift thing and I love her. But 13 is also the number that like my entire family played volleyball with. Like that's our number too. And it has her glasses. Is all of this Taylor Swift? So the heart glasses, champagne, so like champagne problems. It totally is. It's even got her, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna call myself dumb, but oh my gosh. It totally is. Like all of these are Taylor Swift references. That's so funny. Well, you know what? I'm a Swiftie. So let's take this off. So I'll show you some of my little stickers that I have. So these will eventually go somewhere else. I will keep all of these, but I want something to hold it. I want something that's a little more protective of the screen too. Not that like, if this gets scratched, it gets scratched, I guess, but something just a little more protective. So let's go ahead and take this off. Do you guys have a Kindle in general? But if so, which one do you have? I got the new one. I got the 12 in the, I think this was called raspberry color. And I really like it. It's my first Kindle. I've had Kindle Unlimited for a while. But I used like an Amazon Fire something? No, that's I can't remember. The little Amazon tablet. Anyways, I traded that in for an actual Kindle and I love it. I love it so much. Like part of the reason that I'm audiobooking this is holding this for as long as it would take me to read it would just get exhausting for me. Some people love that like turning of page and I get it. I totally do. I have lots of physical books that I love that with, but something this size, I can totally do that with. Something this, not so much. So I've got my cute little Kindle case. Let's try the, oh, it turns itself on. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I like that or not. Also, my battery is low. Cool. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah. Should I probably do this hand? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Because now I'm like, well, I don't know if I like that. Anyways, the case is cute. I guess I will charge this bad boy as well. I still can't believe that I was like, oh yeah, these are Taylor Swift references. Some of them I don't like either don't understand or don't know if they're Taylor Swift references. So, but they've got to be, right? Like the champagne, the heart glasses, the 13. But there's like a flower, bows, the 7 die, and then the paper airplane. Was paper airplane? I can't remember. But anyways, I'm so excited. It kind of like has like, it's like magnetic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I think that's it for now. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling because I bought this last year and I've literally written in it 1 time, 2 times. Yeah, the last time, I'm not going to show you what I wrote. Funny, I was hopeful at the beginning of this year. The last time I wrote was on January 15th, and it is, I think, the 18th of February. So, you know what? If I write once a month, it's better than nothing at all. And then fill out some of my planner. So I'm going to go ahead and do those 2 things and kind of clean up my desk area. Especially since Pepper is being quiet, and I will check in with you guys after I do that. Okay, so my Kindle is now 70-something% charged, 74% charged, and I watched some YouTube videos, and now it's time to read. I need to get one of these books done, ideally all 3 of them done this month. We'll see how Blood Meridian goes, but we've got Ronnie right here cuddling. He was laying on my pillow earlier, but let's read a little bit of Off to the Races, and yeah, my new little Kindle. I'm so excited. Well, Kindle case. So excited. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to repeat myself a bit. I don't like Vaughn. Not just because he's kind of rude, extremely rude in the first chapter, but he literally like has no self-control. It seems like he's acting literally 13. And I don't know. I just don't. I was going to say I don't find that attractive. Hopefully no one finds 13-year-old boys attractive unless they are also 13 years old. But he's just talking about like losing control. And it's just, oh gosh, it's just a little much. Like, you've known her for a couple weeks. I don't know. Maybe I like slow burn more than I realized.